Again, we'll go with stroke rate. What the hell am I doing with that camera? There we go. 1, 2. Oh, for Christ's sake. Yeah, it's dropping off quite quickly over that first length actually. .7667. Quite a big imbalance there. Do you? Are you? Yeah. So you know your stroke rate. 60 is about where I'd expect you to be. I'd think that would be an all-day good pace for you. Okay. So again, you don't do much pool swimming, do you? Not anymore. Are you open water swimming now? Okay. Skins? I think so. How did you find the breathing drills? Did they help? I'm just trying to see here. Yeah, your breath control is pretty good there. Your trickle breathing and then your explosive breathing as you're coming up for that breathing cycle. Yeah. Get that. Just have a quick look at this hand entry. So guys, just so you know, there's a real nice swinging action there. Look. Not quite so much on the breathing side, that's fairly typical. Hand entry is really nice in line with the shoulders. Good breathing action. Look at that lovely bow wave on the front there, creating that nice little pocket to breathe out of. This is the bit that I need. So again, leg kick, really nice leg kick. Ankle flexibility is really good, and keeping good discipline at the back of that kick. I think the biggest issues that we've got here are, if you look at where your hand is coming in here, okay, you can see that the elbow carries on dropping and the hand doesn't carry on spearing down in. So then we end up with a little bit of a press down, straight arm there. At that point it looks like it's pretty straight, whereas we really want to have a little bit more elbow bend. And at that point still focusing on the left arm. So let's just track this. Flat hand, and we've not speared in because you can see the amount of cavitation there is there, the amount of air you've taken in underwater. Sliding forwards, now we're starting to press down, still pressing down. Now you're actually pressing back over that way. Now you're pressing back there. You're still pressing back to your side of your body. So that hand's very slightly feathered. Because I'm in front of you, look, I can see the edge of the hand all the time. You see what I mean? Which means that you're not square on to the way you're coming, the way you're swimming from. So you're losing propulsion surface there. Does that make sense? With the S shape, yeah. And then from here, you've now started pressing up. You're actually pressing up onto your body now, and now you've started pressing back. But by doing this bit here, you've actually lost the catch. You've lost the purchase on the water. and then we've got a really nice flat hand to finish off at the back of the stroke and recovery. So there's lots of different movements there that we really need to try and work on. Again, we've allowed the fingertips to come up slightly higher than the wrist, so a little bit of braking going on there. And from that position there, if we take you to the limit of rotation, just about, still rotating, just about stop there, I think. Press down. So we press down, and that there is pretty much the perfect position that you want to be spearing straight down to. Okay, the stroke rate will come up again, as I mentioned earlier, by just eliminating that wasted movement, and it is wasted movement because you don't need it, and all it's doing is moving the water in a direction you're not really interested in. What you want to do is get to the front of this stroke position here, and then just roll those fingertips again into that catch position, set that catch up, and then eventually have the forearm and the hand working as one, and then pressing straight back there. That's going to give you a lot more speed. Alright? So I think your biggest issue is just how the hand's coming in. You're not quite disciplined enough with keeping that hand in the correct position. So, yeah, just remember, like I said earlier on, fingers always lower than the wrist, always lower than the elbow. And then again, just trying to visualise and watch actually. I take it because you do so much open water stuff, you don't do drills. You just get out there and swim, probably just at varying paces, or yeah, for sure. Yeah, so it's more condition based swimming rather than drill work. So I mean, where you swim, is the water clear enough? There you go, look, you're doing it on both hands, so you really are putting the brakes on there. Yeah, you are. Well, you're not actually. It looks like you're really angry with me.
I'm interested to see what's the leads in the team and into that, see how they, almost what you say, big persons, hand to go down,
yeah.
as opposed to forward. Yeah.
Well, it is going forwards, but it's angling forward and down, and it's not a big movement. At the end of the day, what you're looking for is when you've reached the limit of rotation, the hand is only just below the level of the shoulder it's attached to. Not down there, not low, but you're not coming from up here, which is what you've done there, look. You're up there, and then you're going to have to press down to get that catch going. It's the only way you can move that arm.
Yeah, the other thing that we're trying to do is, when the hand is in this position, just trying to do this, so it's catching straight away.
Okay.
Because I've been watching a lot of lead swimmers, they do this and they're catching as soon as they go into the water.
Yeah. Well, that would be from a later hand entry than yours, so they would almost be swinging right round, and the hand entering the water almost at the front of the stroke, and just going straight into the catch, which you may find if we do this swinging bit at the end of the next swim session, you may find that naturally happens anyway. So there's less of a spearing in action, there's more of a wide sweep straight into that sort of almost setting the catch up position, but the hand just goes straight down into it. Just need to get a little bit more observation discipline going, really, I think.
I'm fully aware of what I'm doing. I'm in the water, so I can change my stroke in the water. Yeah,
well, that's what I was leading to, is where you swim, how clear is it? Are you able to see what's going on? Okay. I think really, it's the S shape and where you're moving the water in multiple directions, plus the level that your hand entry is coming in at, are really the two biggest issues that you've got. There's nothing else really to address much.
The S shape used to be the in, didn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And along with the thumb entry. And that was back in the 70s, I think.
Not quite that hard.
No, not you. That's right. mean you, Bryan. What I meant was that's where it came from.
Okay.
Right, with the elite swimmers who were swimming then, and the S shape was about maximum amount of purchase time in the water, and that's how the thumb entry came about as well. Well, I'm going to stop that there. You right with that?